Hey guys, I'm the Thoughtful Beast, and I speak from the point of view of someone living with mental illness. Today, I'm going to talk about a time where I left someone's support system, and I was that primary person in the support system. It was not a fun time in my life. I'm gonna say that. So, the person I was supporting was someone I went to college with. We were like soulmates. I called her my soulmate. We were best friends. And to this day, I believe that she is a very beautiful and a good person. I think things just went wrong because we were both struggling with our mental health. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and she didn't go and get professional help because she tried before and she had a really bad time. And so we had different approaches at that time. What we both did is try to be there for each other, and we definitely were. We lived with each other, and it was kind of like being in a relationship. Like, not sexually, but like, you know, with like the intimacy of it all, and then the dependency and like being with each other all the time. And it was fun. Like, she's a great person and she's a fun person, but you know, like the mental illness stuff, we weren't enough, because honestly, one person isn't enough. And I can only speak from my point of view. I know I had other people that I could reach out to, even though she was my main support person, but I had people that I could talk to. I don't think she had people she could talk to. I was kind of like her main person. She had a tough time like actually making close friends and stuff, which like sucked, because she's like a great person, but you know, there are reasons why she had trouble making like friends with people. And so I was all she had, and I wasn't enough. And the thing was, because we were both so severely struggling, like, we weren't enough for each other. And there was this one day, I remember I was sleeping, I was napping, and I woke up and I heard crying, and I went over to her room and she was crying. And I knocked on the door and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what's wrong? And then she told me, like, that, you know, she was like really depressed, and I was like, why didn't you wake me? You know, you can always talk to me. And she said that she wanted to be strong for me. And that sucks. Like, it sucked because she, you know, she was trying to protect me and stuff, but she needed someone, and that someone was supposed to be me. But, you know, she was also taking care of me at the same time. And so I understand that. At the time, though, like, I super felt like, this sucks. Like, we're supposed to be there for each other, and she doesn't see me as strong enough, you know, to be there for her too. And, you know, those were assumptions I made, and that's mind reading, and that's not fair and all that. But, you know, that's how I felt at the time. We were mind reading each other. So it was not great. So it was really hard, and we were both like big haters. Like, we just hated on everything, and that's partly how we bonded, because we were really dark and stuff. And, you know, we needed to hate on things because we were just so angry and la-di-da. So when I started going to therapy, I wanted to start hating less, like, overall. Like, you know, I was just angry, like, lots of stuff happened to me, I was just dealing with them. You know, therapy is really great, but it does, like, mess with you for a while. So, yeah, so when I realized that I wanted to be less hateful in general, it became a problem, because, you know, she still wanted to hate on stuff, and sometimes it was just stupid shit, but I couldn't. Because I wanted to hate less, I ended up kind of fighting with her, which, yes, now looking back at it, was a horrible response, because she can do whatever she wants. I want to hate less, so I should have just, when she started hating on stuff, I should have just, like, you know, tried to change the subject, or just not say anything, or leave, or whatever. But instead, I, like, kind of picked a fight. When really, that should have been my own internal struggle to just be like, don't hate on things, Trixie. You don't want to do that anymore. But instead I was like, why are you hating on that? Da, 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 da. So like things like that started to happen, and a drift happened. And then we started kind of emotionally leaving each other. I started emotionally leaving. Then she literally moved away from me, and we still tried to be friends. But for me, from my point of view, and the way that I was trying to heal, like being around her just wasn't good for me. Like we just had so many of the same behaviors that for me wasn't helpful. Like, so I just couldn't be around her. And yeah, and so we're not friends anymore. And I don't think we'll ever be friends. And, you know, that's okay. It was hard though. And I definitely felt really guilty for a while, especially because I knew that, you know, she had a hard time making friends, but our relationship wasn't good for me anymore. And I had to leave, like, for my own sanity. And that sucks. And that's never really a point that you ever want to reach, especially with someone that you love. But I'm telling you the story because, you know, there are some times when it's okay. Actually, there are a lot of times when it's okay to leave. Like this, you know, this person wasn't abusive to me. Like, they weren't trying to hurt me. They were just suffering themselves. And it was hurting me. It was preventing me from getting better. And so I had to leave. And that has to be okay. You need to be able to do that for yourself. You know, and I've been in actual, like, abusive relationships and stuff, and I stayed for a really long time because, like, I loved the person who was abusing me. And it's really hard to leave. And I think for a lot of us in abusive relationships, you know, part of it is that you get embarrassed, and you get embarrassed and you don't want to tell anyone, but you have to take care of yourself. You need to leave. You know, if wholeheartedly you know that you are leaving for you and your own health and happiness, and you're not being a douchebag about it as much as you can, like, leave. It's okay. Just leave. And it's different. Like, it's different than running away from your responsibilities, because you're leaving because you are taking responsibility of your own life. So yeah, life is complicated. Sometimes you have to leave people. And that can hurt a lot. You and other people. But there are times when that's okay. And so yeah, I guess that's where I'm going to end. Thank you for listening. Until next time, you know, create some happiness in your own life, whether that means you're going to make a hard decision and decide whether or not it's healthy for you to be in certain people's lives, or whether that means that you're going to go play Minecraft because that game is great. Your choice. Peace out. Bye.